We're fine. I don't know how I can have storage for 20 hours forever on StreamYard, and then all of a sudden it's like you need more storage, and so I get 100 hours, and then it's just gone, just gone, and I'm like, but 20 hours lasted me a year. How did that happen?
What is going on?
I don't even know. I don't know, but we're live and people are here. Hi, everyone.
Hello,
Hi,
people.
Robert. Robert's becoming a regular. Thank you, Robert.
Hello, Robert.
I appreciate you.
We love to see familiar faces.
I'm sorry to hear that, Chastity. Hello from Indiana. Hello, Lisa. How is everybody? Please take a moment to share out to your favorite group or on your wall.
Sharing is caring, and we love you for it.
We do.
Well, that amongst other things, but
we love all of y'all, honestly.
We really do.
Not interested. Yeah, we really do.
Oh, here we are. Here we are.
We do.
Well, that amongst other. Now I can see the comments. Hello, everybody.
I'm still trying to find my page.
Oh, I need to.
I'm still trying to see the comments. Hello, everybody. Boop. There you are. I
just had to do the same thing.
Boop.
Oh,
Found it. Okay, so we are woefully unprepared. Woefully.
We just showed up.
Hi, Pat. How are you, my darling? I love you so much. How is everything?
Hello, Pat.
How are you tonight? Do spirits have a message for me that I need to hear? Please, thank you. Oh, maybe she will. You never know. Ash and I are still broke. Yesterday.
Always. It's a perpetual thing.
It's a perpetual state of poverty.
We're in a perpetual state of poverty. It's fine, though. It's fine.
We're just.
I'm wearing my granny sweater.
We're two broke girls. That's what I care. That's what I named it. Live readings with two broke girls. So tonight, minimum donation of $10, please and thank you. So we can each take $4 and put it towards our bills. We love you. As you all know, I have to move, and
I just did.
And Ash just did, and it's not fun. And it's
it feels like after you move, then everything is like ketchup. Like it's like constant ketchup. And I don't mean the stuff you dip fries in.
Right.
To clarify.
No. Yeah. Absolutely. That's no fun. I don't really like ketchup.
I love you, Pat.
We love you so much. Yes, moving is stressful, but you get to purge a lot of stuff you don't want anymore, and I love that about moving. I will be letting go of so many things, not my crystals, of course.
Never
my crystals. They're my home decor.
They're a part of you.
And the readings tonight are a minimum of $10, and we'll see what we're going to do. I think we're going to do cards.
Yeah, grab my cards.
And for bigger donations, we'll do other types of readings. Last night we did
some past life. And
we did the past life. And we did some spirit messages. Oh, wow, Robert, that's amazing. One of those old school mirrors that are actually leaded. That's wonderful.
That's cool.
I'm so glad it hasn't broken. You're lucky. You're a lucky guy. So, anywho,
yeah. So whatever donation you make, we will choose the fucking potato.
The potato.
I can't even with you.
I
can't even with you.
Potato.
Oh, I should probably share on my page.
Potato head.
Share.
Yes, you should. Anything interesting happened to anybody today?
I'm watching Love is Blind season 2, and I love it.
Oh, season 2 was good. That's where I started. I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Oh, season 1 was pretty good.
I loved season 2. I yelled at the TV a lot. I'm gonna say I'm
only on episode 1, so don't say too much. But I will say that there are a few men and women that are just immediate no's for me. And I'm glad that they're an immediate yes for someone. But just, I would be like, immediately no.
Yeah, well, once you get through the season, you'll realize why I was yelling at the TV. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it.
Okay.
It was a lot of twists and turns. It was an exciting show. I enjoyed it very much.
I like the idea of that, because I think that is a really good idea, where you get to know someone before knowing what they look like. Mm-hmm. You know, like then just on what they say, their energy, like I get that. But then there's those dudes on there that are like asking him questions about their weight. Like he's like, would I be able to pick you up? And it's like, you're supposed to not know what I look like at all.
Yes.
So superficial.
That specific phrase will be brought up again later on. But hi, Sheldon.
Anyway.
Sheldon.
Hello, Sheldon.
I'm coming to Missouri, which I hear is right next to Iowa. Don't ask me for geography because it's not my strong suit. But yes, I'm coming to your neighborhood. I might move to Missouri. It seems highly likely, actually, because it's going to be only 9 hours and 43 minutes from Ashland and 8 hours from Tawny's house. So I will be a lot closer to my besties.
Yes, then we can like meet halfway. It'll only be like a 4-hour drive. Like that's so easy. I can do that tomorrow. You know, like yes. I very much love that.
I love that too. And maybe you should come visit when I come visit. It's going to be in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks from this weekend. Boop, boop. I'm coming to visit to St. Joseph, Missouri. If anyone's in the St. Joseph, Missouri area or Kansas City, which is not far, and would like to get an in-person reading from me while I'm there in 2 weeks on the weekend, send me a message. You are far from the Missouri border. I'm sad now. I'm sad now, Shell. Hi, Maria. See, now I'm bummed out.
See, now I'm sad.
Just like that, I'm sad. I guess I am emotional. Remember that book? It looks like you're emotional.
No, absolutely not. Over my dead fucking body.
Is it nice? I was looking at the statistics, and it said it has a high crime rate, but the woman that is helping me out, she said that it's just car theft, and I'm like, oh,
okay.
I don't need my car.
I don't need my car.
Pamela, it's St. Joseph, Missouri, which is 1 hour north of Kansas City, I think is what she said. Does that sound right for Missouri places? Yep, that's what it is. So anyway, we're just going to sit here and talk to ourselves until people take pity.
Until people pity us and want some readings.
Which, maybe they will, maybe they won't. Blah, 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 blah.
Maybe they will. We'll give it
my lucky crystal.
We'll give it some time.
Hi, Tracy. Hi,
hello,
Kathy.
Tracy.
We are just chilling here today. There was a fire, brush fire or forest, whatever you call it in your neck of the woods. You're about 6 hours from there. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. There was a fire today in my county, not far from my house. I would say probably maybe 12 miles. But
can I just say something really quick? How ironic would it be if you were being forced to leave your house and it just burned down?
I'm sorry, but that would tickle me immensely.
100%. Like the Scorpio placements in me are like,
Twisting my mustache. It would. I at first,
I mean, I don't like to
I
wish
would just be
harm
like,
on
"Aw, that's what
Yeah.
you keep."
I don't like to wish like harm on people or bad things, but it's like
No,
that
but it
would
would
just
be
be
empty. It would be empty.
yes, it would have to, and it wouldn't have like if you didn't have any of your stuff in there, you know, like that would be great. But I would be slightly amused.
Pamela, I am not moving to Illinois. I made that perfectly clear to Tawny. I told her that place sucks and I'm not moving there. Not happening. So, yeah, no.
Nobody should feel bad though.
Hi,
She won't move here either.
Because he's selling the property, Sheldon, and I don't have the money to buy the property because he's asking an exorbitant amount of money for 2 acres of property. He wants $140,000, which is insane because this mobile home that I live in is a negative factor in the sale price because it's old and it's not really sellable. So he's decided that he's going to sell the property because he's a greedy bastard or because he wants money, which is both the same thing, but one of them is a nicer way to say it.
I love that you said both ways though.
I did. I said, take it how you want. Misty doesn't like cold weather, Lana. You're right about that. You're right about that. So I'm going to figure I'll probably be an inside cat in the winter, you know. Hey, do they do deliveries up there for groceries and stuff? Like they do where you live? I'll have to ask. So anyways, so I have until June 1st to move almost 8 years of belongings and find somewhere else to live. So I have many friends, as you know, all over the place, and a few of my friends have offered to let me move in with them, and I think it's wonderful, and I'm actually considering it. So who knows? Who knows where I'm going to end up?
Only time will tell.
That's right. And time will definitely tell because time's ticking away.
Time's a ticking. Let's go. Time's a wasting.
Okay, Daniel sent a donation. They do delivery, but it costs more. Oh,
yeah,
well,
it costs here too.
Okay, Daniel, we got you. So Daniel wants a reading. He sent a $10 donation.
Okay. What do you got? What cards are you using?
I was gonna use the fairy tarot.
Okay, I'll just use my regular tarot.
Yeah, I really do have to use my other cards.
Did you say Daniel or Danielle?
Daniel. Daniel Copland, Miss Anna's husband.
Daniel. What do we have for Daniel?
We'll get something different.
Ooh. Made it all the way through the whole deck without a card flying out, so.
I'm getting the Oracle of the Fairies. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
You never know.
So, Spirit is...
deck one time.
Either somebody in your life... Daniel, either somebody in your life is not being very forthcoming with you, or it's you. But the cards aren't talking.
Give them a knock.
Come on, we need to know what's going on with Daniel. We need to know what's going on with Daniel, please. Oh, there we go.
When my cards don't talk, I turn the deck around.
Daniel, have you been considering a new job or a new avenue of income? Like maybe a side hustle? Something of that sort. You've got the Page of Pentacles. My comments are really lagging, so
Yeah, he hasn't commented yet.
okay. Because I'm feeling like there might be consideration for a new way of like gaining more income or maybe promotion, something of that sort. No?
No.
This could also be a new way of like having more energy. So this could be like eating right, going to the gym, maybe considering taking a healthier approach to life, something holistic. Are you doing something to change your energy? Whatever this situation may be for you, Daniel, I feel like you're ignoring your intuition on the situation because we've got the High Priestess in reverse. So I'm hearing something about ego. It's like your ego is preventing you from making a clear decision, using your intuition to make a clear decision. It's like your spirit tries to speak to you, and if you block it out, then you're not quite sure what you want to do or where you want to go. Yeah, we're being indecisive. I pulled another card. We're trying to decide like what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What does Daniel need to do? You need Daniel, we need to pause. You need to stop moving in any direction and really think about what it is that you want, where you want to go. It's like an intentional pause. The hangman is like taking an intentional pause in whatever situation you're in so that you can collect your thoughts, maybe get your emotions in check. They're saying something about making sure that you're not being too overly emotional about a subject or a person. We need to take our emotions out of it a little bit and just really sit with ourselves and sort through what it is that you really want, where you want to go, make a clear plan, relax, meditate, start really trying to hone in on what your intuition is trying to tell you. Okay. Yeah. And that's a lot. So, but I feel like your intuition is telling you something that you aren't listening to. And I think that if you can, which is leading you to be a little bit indecisive, I think that if you can just take a minute. I know what I want, but Xana doesn't want me. I feel like the hanged man is telling you that you need to just stop. Like, just, that doesn't mean give up. That means stop pursuing. Just be with yourself. Because I feel like everybody here knows what it's like to want to fix something with somebody or want to be with somebody that is giving us the impression that they don't want you back or they don't want to be with you back. And that's a fucking terrible feeling. It's horrible because then you're like, am I not enough? Why am I so bad? Why don't you want me? And I don't think it has anything to do with that. Some people need time and space for them to heal themselves, and you have to give it to them. Like, we don't get to keep people. We don't get to convince people. You don't want to be with somebody you have to convince to stay. I think you should put if you have already put what you have to offer and what your promises are on the table, you need to walk away from it and let her work through what she needs to work through on her own while you do the same. Like an intentional pause. And it's not fun. It's painful as fuck. I know. But you can't force somebody. You just can't. So all you can do is send them love from where you're at and focus on yourself, healing, making yourself better, doing things that you need to do. That's all you can do.
All right. My turn. She has feelings for my best friend. Jill, I have you on the list. Jill. So it's Daniel, Kathy, and Jill.
Okay.
Okay. So Daniel, I got some cards from the Oracle of the Fairies deck for you. The first card that came out for you is the Hidden Depths card. Okay, and something is about to come to the surface here, or light is going to be shed on the situation. So perhaps I like to say that when we go into these periods of sadness, the only thing that gets us out of it is when we get clarity. And so perhaps what's going to come to light for you is the clarity that you need in order to move forward. Okay? Because the next card that I have for you is Hope. Okay? Well, I'll read it to you because it's Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So that I got the happiness card as a clarifier for that, and the sadness card as a clarifier for the other one. So perhaps if you start trying to manifest a more positive outcome by being more positive and being more accepting of where you're at right now, perhaps there's a way that you can create an ending that you can be satisfied with. Now, honestly, personally, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. Let me just get my thoughts in order for just a second. I've almost lost all hope. Okay, well, the feeling of hope is important. Okay, if you lose hope, then there's no positive
There's
outcome.
no hope. If you lose hope, there's none of it.
There's no positive outcome. Okay. I almost feel like this is something that you need to go through, Daniel, and I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say that. Obvious, maybe it's not obvious, but for two people to get to a point where they're looking outside of their marriage, neither one of them is happy with the relationship that they have. So I don't know. I just feel like this is a learning lesson for both of you, not just you, for both of you. And I think that you should try to stay positive as far as and sometimes people are better as friends than they are as a couple. Emma's dad and I are friends, and we're better friends than we were as a couple, you know. So there's a good possibility that would happen for y'all as well, if you truly do love each other, but you're just not in love with each other. Okay. I hope that helps you. I know it's kind of difficult, and I know you're going through a hard time.
It's the worst. I feel for you, man. But I promise you, it does get better. You do get over it. You do move on. And I mean, really, faded relationships, it doesn't matter how much time, distance, circumstances, whatever. It doesn't matter if it's a faded connection, if it's meant to be. It sounds really cliche, but if it is meant to be, it just will be. It doesn't matter what she says or you say or what you do. If you are supposed to be together, it doesn't matter if 6 months, 2 years, 10 years go by, you just will be. So we don't need to be clinging to what you wish would happen. You have to accept the situation for what it is right now and just keep pushing forward. That's literally all we can do. I say we because I know how you feel.
Hi, Linda. We're doing paid readings tonight, darling. So if you could send a minimum donation of $10, we would appreciate you, and we would help answer your question. Okay. Doesn't seem like you have much of a choice right now, though, Daniel. Sorry, bud. You're welcome. I wish you the best possible outcome for everybody involved.
Me too.
Okay, next we have Miss Kathy. She sent us a $15 donation.
Okay.
I'm going to get the Soul's Journey deck for her.
I will grab. I love that. Like, I'm like, I don't have all my cards today.
You don't?
Well, I mean, I have them. I just have to go get them.
Ooh. Hi, Tina. We're doing a minimum donation of $10 today. We're doing all different kinds of intuitive readings for y'all based on the donation amount. Okay, what do we got?
Kathy. What does Kathy need to know? What messages?
Well, the cards that I got for you, my dear, from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck are the Honesty and Peace card, and they're almost exactly the same with purple and blue. The Honesty card is talking about being honest with yourself, working on this life lesson of being honest with yourself in all situations and not deceiving yourself, which is not as easy as it seems. How much for a reading from someone who has passed away? We'll do 25 for that. Hannah. But honestly, like, we all do that. We all deceive ourselves when we talk. We make excuses for things, and we tell ourselves stories, and there's always a reason. I'm really good at making excuses.
Same.
So, honestly, working on being honest with yourself, like, because we can't expect honesty from everyone around us, but we should be able to expect it from ourselves.
Especially yourself.
Absolutely. Like, don't lie to yourself. It causes a wicked tangle of webs. You also have the Peace card. It says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So when we're honest with ourselves, we can realize a lot of things and get clarity on a lot of situations, because if you deceive yourself, when I lie to myself about something and then I find out the truth later and I'm like, I knew it all along. Yeah, I knew it all along because I actually knew it, and I told myself something that I was more comfortable with.
Something that was easier to swallow.
Absolutely. So just try to keep peace within yourself and don't play those Jedi mind tricks. Man, you get me? I'm so glad you get me. My eyes are tired. I'm trying to open them up. Too bad they don't make steroid drops for your eyes, so it's like, so they'll
like
stay
put
open.
Coffee just directly in your eye. Wake up, bitch. Okay, Miss Kathy, what I got for you is from the Personal Power deck. This says, I am curious. This is all about exploring ideas. Like, if you get an urge to start a new hobby or to read a specific type of book or try something new, even maybe a new restaurant, something like that. I feel like you either need to or you are starting to explore those curious thoughts where it's like, I wonder what would happen if I went here. I've heard a lot about this restaurant and I kind of want to try it. Like, explore the things you're curious about. Don't just think about them. And then this card says, I am a dreamer. So this could even mean like exploring a dream or a goal that you have, exploring options on how you could obtain that goal, exploring different.
Wicked hash, dude.
Wicked hash.
Okay, I got you.
so we need to be exploring those. If you have a goal or a dream that's put in your head and you're like, I really want this. I really want to see what this would be like. We need to explore that. It's worth it. Like any avenue that you can take to get to a goal, even if it's just like what some might think is a stupid goal. Explore that, because there's a reason why it came into your head. There's a reason why you're curious about it. All ideas are worth exploring, unless they're illegal. I felt the need to tell you that. If the idea is illegal, you probably shouldn't do it. But you know what? Use your discernment. Fuck it. Full send. But
full send. Where did you send your donation to, Hannah? We also have Leslie Loveless.
After
Leslie.
Jill?
Yeah.
Okay. Leslie. So we have Jill, Leslie, and then
Sheldon. Venmo. Thank you, ma'am. Venmo doesn't notify me because they're poopers. There you are.
And then this is Hannah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing. So now we're on Jill.
Okay. And what was Jill's donation?
Jill sent us a $20 donation. So
okay. Thank you, Jill.
What am I gonna do?
I'm gonna pull 5 tarot cards.
I got this deck out specifically when I looked at Jill's name. And this is called the Divine Abundance deck. Oops.
I like that deck. Ooh.
It's very pretty. So I'm gonna tune into some cards from this deck.
You've got cards flying. Okay. Shit. People are trying to fuck with you, Jill.
Yeah, I got the invite help card.
I feel like people are trying to, what I'm hearing in my head is penetrate thy divine aura. Like people are trying to get at you. Okay. This is very, very clear, cut and dry reading for you.
Jill. Mine too.
Yep. Very clean, cut and dry. Okay. Are you starting or am I?
Go ahead.
Okay. Miss Jill.
Sure the hell are. Lots of stuff going on.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell. But, we've got good news coming. Okay. I feel like you have really taken a turn to, a positive outlook on life. Okay? I feel like whatever this thing is in your energy, what I'm hearing is, turned on. And I don't mean sexually. I mean a turned on individual where you've turned your light on. You have the desire to want to create abundance and attract joy in your life. We've got the sun. I just feel like this is just pissing people off. We've got the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, both these cards in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this is either causing you to be really cold and icy, or there's a bitch in your circle. And this could be a man as well. It's somebody that keeps trying to poke in your protective bubble. Someone testing your boundaries. I feel like if you're achieving a more positive mindset, and that is starting to attract the abundance that you deserve, that it is pissing someone off. They want a slice of that too. They want well, why is she getting this? What? And I feel like whatever this is really about is going to be presented to you. The truth. The truth of the situation is going to be presented to you. Or you're going to start seeing these people for who they really are. Anybody that does not have your best interest at heart is going to be put on display. The light is going to be shining on them. Whatever you do with that is up to you. If you want to call that person out, whatever. I just think that whatever this situation is, anything stewing underneath, anything below the surface is going to be brought up for you to discard or do whatever you will with it. So don't let people who didn't help you bake your cake get a slice of it. If they did not,
that so much.
I know that was divinely put in my
Write
head.
it down. I write down these little things they give me because I'm like,
yes, like they give you little where you're like, yes, queen. So yeah, if somebody didn't help you bake that cake, if they didn't bring you the ingredients, if they had nothing to do with it, you built that bitch from scratch. They don't deserve a piece of it. So, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. What you got?
I got something cool here. This is all about her spiritual journey.
Oh, yay! Which we got the sun card in the tarot deck. So it's
and Jill, I feel like this means something to you. Get your damn hands off my cake.
Exactly. That's my cake, bitch.
That's my cake, and we're not talking about asses. Not today, Satan. Okay, so thank you, Ash.
You're welcome, boo.
Okay, Jilly. I don't know who calls you that, but I have a dragonfly for you, and I feel like this is a really important symbol for you right now. I don't know why. I really need to just let you look at this for a minute because the dragonfly is, I honestly feel like the coolest bug there is.
I love dragonflies.
I love dragonflies so much because they look like they're just tiny little AI drones, and I love that so much because they're Jilly Bean, awesome. Okay, Jilly, you love dragonflies too? I thought so because as soon as I saw it, I'm like, this is the perfect card for her. Like as soon as I saw it, and I don't even know you that well. It says the doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. So this is what I'm hearing. Okay, when I got all these cards together, I got the Ecclesiastic card with this. This is all about spirituality and religion and learning to differentiate between the two, finding your own personal identity, your own story. And I also got this card that says invite help. And this misfortune card. So I feel like the situation that you're going through right now, that Ash was talking, you were talking about something going on, right? Because she said sure as hell people going on her. So I feel like the misfortune or the things that are falling apart or the truths that are being shown to you right now are happening as a part of your process of spiritual liberation from the 3D reality that you were living in. Okay. And when it says to invite help, I honestly feel like it's asking you to invite your spiritual family, your spirit guides, your archangels to help you see clearly through people's words and actions into like the intentions of their heart. Okay. And this is going to lead you to happiness. Like ask your angels and guides for help and allow them to show you your path. Okay. Hello, Shala. I know it's been so long. I haven't seen you in a million, trillion, gazillion, billion years. So many years. They were listed in all of the letters. All of the letters. Where have you been? I hope that makes sense for you, Jill. And I love that dragonfly for you. If I were to get a dragonfly, I would get a blue one because I always see blue ones. Always. When I'm in my swimming pool, just like zoom over my swimming pool like they're watching me and recording me with their tiny little video cameras.
Their video camera eyes?
Yes, I love it so much. I love them. And I just put my hand up and I'm hoping one day like one of them will land on my hand. You never know.
It will happen.
It's your
and then you'll be like, I've really made it in life.
I am enlightened.
Yeah. I used to think that if I were to just sing anything that a bird would land in my hand when I was a little girl. And it never happened. I would be like out in my yard being like,
Idiot.
And it
Okay.
never happened.
Never happens ever. The
Well-
closest I got to birds coming to me was when I actually played cardinal sounds on my phone, and they're like, "What are you doing, bitch?" And I'm like,
They're like-
"Hey,
And you're like, just tricking you.
my Google Translator."
Okay, now we have Leslie.
Jill says, "I'm trying to invite them in, but not yet." Yes, it makes perfect sense. I'm surrounded by one at my favorite lake in summer. It always lands on me. It's purple blue. You both are spot on, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Yay! I love being spot on.
I love
Now-
to be right.
Yes, now we have, what did I say?
Leslie.
Leslie. That's right.
And what are we doing for Leslie?
Leslie gave us $20.
Okay. I will also pull.
I'm going to do Crystal Vision Tarot for Leslie.
I'm going to do some tarot as well.
Woo! Lots of
Thank
tarot.
you, Leslie, by the way. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's me. It probably is me. I was going to say, I feel like
you
I'm being
getting stuff too?
stabbed
Yes!
in the
I feel
stomach.
like I'm getting stabbed in the back.
I'm getting
Leslie!
stabbed right.
As soon as we connect to Leslie, we're both getting stabbed. Leslie, poor thing, what is going on? I feel like I'm being stabbed right in the middle of my back.
And
Like,
mine is
directly
through.
right.
Mine is like right above my belly button. Like,
Maybe somebody is stabbing us.
is someone stabbing you, Leslie? Let's
Leslie,
ask
do you
the
feel like you're
Tarot's
being
gonna-
attacked?
Tarot's gonna tell us. Tarot's gonna tell us, Leslie.
Tarot will tell us tomorrow. Just so
What
you
has
know,
Leslie got
we
going
both
on?
got stabbed as soon as we connected to you. Where is Leslie? Leslie, are you here?
Where are you, Leslie? Hopefully she's not getting stabbed. Oh God. It hurts me.
There's no note with it. There you are.
There's Leslie.
I was so worried. I'm like, well, I haven't seen
Okay.
her in a year, so I hope she shows up. Okay, good. I have 2 ideas on that, so let's see what the cards say.
Okay.
All right. I was worried, girl. I was worried. First card out, swords. Second card out, swords. So much stabbing going on.
I'm not getting. Oh, Queen of Swords.
What in the world? It has been a while. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I mean, it doesn't look like it from what we felt, but it could be better than we think. Doesn't look like it on my end. How's it looking over there?
There's a lot of fear happening, Leslie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fear about taking a step in a direction. We've got the Fool in reverse. We've got the Hierophant in reverse. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like there's some fear.
Hi, Dad.
I also feel like, okay, like I'm hearing something about being like the devil's advocate, or like if somebody gives you a really good suggestion, it's almost like saying no to not agree with this person, or like it's flipped. Like you're giving somebody really good advice. You're trying to help somebody on their spiritual path. You're trying to help somebody make good decisions, and they are being the devil's advocate. Like somebody is like rebelling against. I'm hearing that this person's acting like an angsty teenager.
There's definitely fear of a direction.
Okay, so I feel like you need to ask someone, someone who's objective, like somebody who doesn't have an opinion on your situation at all, what their advice is. I just feel like you need to ask someone for help. You also need to remove emotional attachment, emotions out of the situation, and try to come at this like rationally. Which is really hard to do. But
Sorry, that was me. That wasn't about what you were saying. I'm like, I need a massage. Like,
I know, and I'm like, I want to curl up in a little ball because my stomach feels like it's being stabbed, and I'm like, is it the sushi or is this Leslie? But anyway, I feel
Leslie, you poor thing.
I feel like we need to look at a situation or which direction choices that you have to make, and you need to try to look at them objectively. Remove the emotions out of the situation and try to think, because the Queen of Swords sees things very clearly. She knows exactly what she needs to do, is very rational about these choices. And you just need to make a move. If you need to ask somebody for advice that doesn't have an opinion on whether you do or don't, they're going to give you really basic, straightforward advice, and that's going to be helpful for you. You won't have to sit there and wonder, are they telling me this because they're trying to sabotage? Are they telling me this because they have my best interests at heart? Try to find somebody who doesn't have a bias, right? So that you can make a clear, rational decision, because we're getting a little bit too emotional about stuff. Leslie, what you got, friend?
Megan, if you'd like a reading, it's a minimum donation of $10. The more you donate, the bit not better, but
a different reading. We'll give you a different reading.
Yes. Okay. Leslie, I have the 7 of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and I was told to pull 6 cards. Yes, ma'am, you pay first. There's 3 different ways to pay in the description box. And she told you, oh, yes. Okay, Jennifer, I'll get you on the list. Right after I move my cards. Where did you donate, Jennifer? The last 2 cards that I got are the Chariot and the Justice card. What I'm feeling with these cards and the message that I'm getting here is that you're having a hard time getting out of a cycle. And I feel like this has to do with your health or your mental health. Okay, I feel like it's like you're having a hard time feeling you're having a hard time getting back into the swing of things in your life after an illness, okay? And with this 2 of Pentacles, I have a fidelity card on top of that, which is all about your relationship and your commitment to different things in your life. And it just seems to me like you're having a hard time getting your energy back, getting back into the swing of things, going back to the way it used to be, because you just realized that you weren't incredibly happy with that. So this could be about your job. It could be about your home life and about how your relationship was before something happened, before somebody had mental health issues or physical health issues. And it just feels to me like this could even be like a battle with depression or something like this. And having a hard time because of this 10 of Cups in reverse, having a hard time getting back to the old you. I do feel like with this Chariot card and the Justice card, I think you might need to seek some outside help, some professional help with this if it is a mental health issue. The Chariot card often represents like a medical issue, okay? And Justice, of course, is doing what's right for you. So perhaps it's time for you to seek the help of a professional, whether it be a relationship counselor or a mental health counselor or, a doctor. I feel like you need to talk to somebody about this because you're trying to do something that you're not
familiar,
that you don't have direction for. It's like trying to put together an IKEA desk and you don't have directions. Like, I'm trying my best, but this isn't going to turn out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, maybe that's why I got the Hierophant card in reverse, is that we need to seek somebody who's objective.
Yeah, and I feel like that might have to do with a relationship because the Hierophant card always feels to me like a relationship or a marriage or a commitment to something. So It could be your job, it could be your old way of life, or it could be your relationship. But the Fidelity card on the 2 of Pentacles makes me feel like you're trying to balance a couple of different things and you're just You're just overwhelmed. And I really want you to get some help with that, because it doesn't feel good to be overwhelmed. It doesn't feel good at all. And it's very discouraging and stressful.
And it consumes like all your energy. Like you just feel tapped all the time.
Got you, Megan. Where did you donate to, Jennifer? Cash App. Got you. Okay. So Jennifer was first. And then Megan sent us $30.
And then we have Sheldon next.
And then we have Sheldon next. Yes.
Okay. And what are we doing for Sheldon?
Sheldon sent us $25 and he said, happy moving.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Thank you, sir. You started marriage counseling a few months ago. Okay. Are you also doing, Leslie, I know it can be helpful also to do individual counseling as well as couples counseling, because it feels like you're having some difficulties within yourself. Like it just feels like you don't want to go back to the way it was. Okay. Shell says you're welcome.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Okay, so we're doing Sheldon, and what are we doing for Sheldon?
I was gonna pull Sheldon some tarot cards.
Do it.
What do we? Oh, stop it! I didn't even ask a question yet. Sometimes they're so antsy.
I love that.
And it's like, calm down. I just gotta shuffle a little bit. What do we have for Sheldon? What does he need to know right now? My sleeves are getting in my way. My granny sweater. It's so warm and cozy though, because it's cold outside. Okay. Sheldon. Oh.
I want these Divine Abundance cards for Sheldon. I like them.
What the flippity? Oh, good. Sheldon. Okay. What's the story? What is the story here?
So the first strong cold here today. Oh gosh. They're talking about the weather. We must be incredibly boring.
Well, I mentioned the weather. I was like, it's cold here because I'm a granny sweater.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did mention that.
I mean, okay. I was thinking.
Sheldon, somebody is feeling left out. We're in some type of lack mindset, whether this be lack within self, because we've also got the Empress card in reverse. There's not a lot of like nurturing happening in a situation. We're overwhelmed with choices with this Seven of Cups. A little bit stuck in your head here. And I don't know if this is you or someone close to you. I kind of feel like it might be you. It's like just really like daydreamy. They're just be part of the combo. I feel that.
I just wasn't.
I don't know if you're in a situation energetically or with finances where you don't feel as secure as you would like to be. Because we've also got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Five of Pentacles is in reverse as well. So this is like feeling like energetically bankrupt. Do you get seasonal depression, Sheldon? Because that's like a divine message. Like something about seasonal depression.
Okay, I just have to put this up because Leslie messaged us a long message. She said, I don't feel like the counseling is effective, which explains the 10 of Cups in reverse, as I seem to be the only one acknowledging issues while new ones are happening. Absolutely. And that's why I suggested perhaps doing individual counseling so you can speak to somebody.
For you.
Yeah, in privacy and let them know how you're feeling about it. No on the seasonal depression.
Okay. They're just saying, I just feel
financially, I feel better than I have ever been in my life. That's wonderful.
That is great
Such
news.
a relief.
Okay, so do you ever have moments where do you ever have moments where you sit and think about the times in your life where you weren't financially secure and this is causing some fear of going back? It's something about thoughts. I know that sometimes when I go through a very long period of having what some would consider constant bad luck, when I hit a strike of really good luck, sometimes I find myself thinking in my head, what happens? What if I fall back? Things are really good now, but what if I lose what I have? The last card that popped out, and
he said, I have lots of trips planned this year, and I'm stashing
I was just going to say that.
And wonder if I have allocated enough for each trip. It's always better to put in a K on everything. Hi, Jen. No, see, I love seeing
what I was just going to say is these cards all came out together. This one came out on its own. So I was going to ask you if you were planning on traveling anytime soon, if you were planning any trips anytime soon. This is separate. I feel like this is definitely what you need. Getting out. Celebrate your accomplishments. You deserved them. That's why you got them. You deserve it. That's why you have it. So to go on the trip for sure. It's like you have waited a really long time for the ship to sail in for you. So you're just kind of waiting. You waiting for that ship to arrive, waiting for the trip to happen, waiting for what you've worked for to come in. It's like you're chilling. Look, you're just chilling, looking out on the sea. When's my boat coming? I'm out of here. I mean, technically, I guess you could take a trip on an actual boat. Are you going on a cruise? But you deserve it. So I'm excited for you to enjoy the things that you've worked for because you worked for them. So we don't ever need to worry about where you were.
Sheldon, I've got some cards. The list is about 4 people long going to Florida, Arizona, and Colorado. Wonderful.
Oh, I love Colorado. That's close to me. 6 hours away.
We've got about 4 people on the list. Hello, Glenna. Okay,
hello, Glenna.
Look, I'm going to tell you the cards that I pulled for you out of this Divine Abundance deck. I actually got the Divine Abundance card, which I thought was awesome. That was the last card that I got. The first card that I got was Expansiveness, which I also love for you because I know you're always expanding your consciousness. It says eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. So I love that for you. And the clarifying card that I pulled for that is the card of the letter or information. Okay, so this is all about information expansion, getting downloads, just expanding your soul. And then this karma card, which I also love, and she's literally knitting something together. I got the abundance card on that. I want to read this to you. So it says, there's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. And then the fact that you're doing better than you've ever done, I think has a lot to do with, and then the divine abundance after that. I think that you're at a point in your life right now where you have addressed some issues of karma. Isn't it wonderful? Ooh, dun, dun, dun.
Yay.
And you have the fortune card on top of that. So I feel like you're reaping the benefits of things that you've cleared out karmic debt that you've cleared out and things that this deck is called Divine Abundance, and it's from
I like it.
Tasha Silver, and I got it on Hay House.
I love Hay House.
I love Hay House too. The Divine Abundance card says you were born to align with love's will, follow the Tao, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. And this is just being true to yourself and being true to that ideology that you hold within yourself. All these cards together are so freaking amazing. I love it for you. And I knew you were going to get like a message from Spirit with that. That site is addicting, and that's why I have blocked them, because they're constantly giving me half off sales, and it's not healthy. Look at all the decks I have.
I know. I have some too. See that bookshelf in the background?
80% of these decks are from Hay House, because they do give you amazing deals. They do.
Yep.
But that's what I have for you, Sheldon, and I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope you understand all the messages.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited for him.
I'm excited to hear about your trips, and
especially to Arizona.
Yes.
You have 40 decks. I have about 80 something, and it's not safe.
And she just sold a bunch of them like a couple months ago.
My house would go up in flames. It is literally a house of cards.
I love it.
Thanks, ladies. I have been feeling angels all around me lately. Awesome. I feel you on that. They're very addictive. I absolutely agree with you, Chris. It's rough. All right. Next, we have Hannah, and she wanted to get a spirit message.
Okay.
So I'm just going to check and see if I have to add anybody else on the list real quick.
So Hannah did 25 for a spirit message.
For a spirit message. You don't read cards, you read the energy off them. I understand that. Hello, Kathy, how are you? Heather. Okay. Heather made a $10 donation.
Okay. And Heather's after Megan.
Heather's after Megan, yes.
After Hannah is Jennifer. And what are we doing for Jennifer? What is her?
Sent $10.
Okay.
Megan sent 30, and Heather sent 10.
Okay.
Jennifer actually sent 20. She sent twice.
Okay.
So I'm changing that. Okay. Let's just check one more. Yes, I saw Jennifer. I was charted. Jennifer, you are after Hannah, and Hannah is what we're doing right now. Okay.
Is Hannah here?
Hannah! Did the pricing vary? Yes, the pricing does vary. You want cards? You got it. Yes, ma'am. We will do cards for you. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Hannah. We are going to connect to Spirit that come through, unless you have somebody specific that you would like to hear from. I did get somebody with the initial M as soon as I wrote down your name. So I'm not sure if you have somebody that's passed with the initial M, as in Michael or Mary.
Matthew.
What is going on? Hannah Banana. Not sure of any M that I can think of. Okay. Do you have someone specific? Ugh, my nose, of course, every time I start. Every time. I'll be so glad to be out of this house. I'm so tired of allergies. I'm surrounded by cedar.
Yeah, won't that be nice? Maybe you won't have allergies as bad anymore.
That would be amazing. What if I stopped snoring?
Oh my gosh.
What if Emma stopped snoring? Wait a minute. a couple of people, one in particular. Okay, can you give me a first name of this person? And I will try to request them specifically. Brienne. Well, she was upset about moving away from her best friend, Mary. But in the 3 years that she's known Mary, they've only had one sleepover and they don't ever get to see each other. So I told her it'll be exactly the same. They talk to each other every day on the phone. And Ash and I talk to each other every day on the phone, and we've only seen each other one time.
One time. Yeah.
It's okay to have
technology makes distance friendships work.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the only thing that she's mentioned to me. Thank you for asking, Sheldon. Yeah, she's 30 minutes away, but her mom works night shift, and her parents are older, like me. So yeah, so it's just, they're very particular. So she hasn't gotten to, it was just for the girl's birthday sleepover. And that was it. That's the only time she's been there. But they talk every day on the phone, like all day, every day, But anyways, we're doing Hannah. Have you got anything yet? Let me see what I get.
Okay, Hannah. So the first thing that came through was something about sand dollars. Keep in mind, this could be like sand dollars used as decor. I want to say like a bathroom or something. Like, growing up, did you have a grandparent or someone that had their bathroom decorated in like the sea themed? Because I'm seeing sand dollars and I'm seeing hand towels. So I don't know if this was like a nautical themed bathroom, or it could have been a kitchen too. I guess the hand towels, or somebody that just really loved the ocean. I don't know if Hannah's commenting because I know.
Heather said my grandmother did, but you're not reading me. Not yet. We're doing Hannah, and she wants to connect to Brienne.
Yeah, I got that message before she said Brienne.
Okay, so you got that before Brienne.
Yep.
Hannah, hand towels make sense. My grandmother used to make crochet hand towels. I also used to have a sand dollar on my bedside.
Okay. Yay! I was seeing sand dollar and the hand towels. Then what also came through for me was like dizziness, and I feel like it was caused from like poor eyesight or something in one of the eyes.
My face, dude. Yes. I had the worst pain in my face.
It felt like I was having a hard time focusing. Like one eye was over focusing than the other one. It felt like I had to like shake my head or something like that. So I don't know if this grandmother of yours or this person had poor eyesight or some dizziness that was associated with eyesight. But it was like
I'm having a stroke. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was like hard to focus. So I guess it could have been someone who passed away from a stroke. But
I did get pain in my head, and I did write down a stroke, and then I was getting all those weird twitchy things in my eye. So
yep, it felt like I had to like hit my head or shake it to like refocus my eyes.
Did your grandmother pass from something head related, a stroke, aneurysm, or dementia, something along those lines? I do feel like she had some issues with her eyes. I'm having pain in my left eye. I don't know if she had glaucoma or something with her eyes, but it feels specifically with the left eye. It could have been both, but that's where I'm feeling it personally. I also, when I was trying to connect to Brienne, I heard the word daughter. Is this your child or somebody else's child? Okay, it is Brienne. Okay, I did get a lot of pain in my head. Is this your daughter?
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Or somebody else's daughter? because I wrote daughter, and then I'm also hearing something about a small baby. Does that make sense to you, Hannah? She was like a daughter in our family. Okay. All right. Because I heard daughter. I'm sorry, but it just won't stop. Do you understand about the small baby? Oh, more of a sister to you and always around. Aw, that's so sweet. So when I'm connecting to Brienne, I'm seeing like, so you know how some people wear like sweatpants, like fashionably? I don't know how to say
like
that.
Joggers, but they
Joggers,
wear them like, yep.
Joggers and like the whole like loose sweatshirt cut off at the bottom type thing. That's what I'm seeing when I'm connecting to Brienne. I'm connecting to somebody who's like kind of casual, but it doesn't look like she just rolled out of bed. And this whole like cut off like sweat top thing, I don't even know.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm seeing with her, and I'm just seeing her wearing sneakers and that outfit. Did she have long hair that was like curly or permed? Not sure about the small baby. I'll circle around back to that, and I'll try to get more information on that. Because I'm seeing somebody that has like long curly hair, but it also looks so uniform that it could have been a perm. And I literally heard clear as day, tell her not to forget about me. And she also sew her and nope, her hair was completely straight. Okay, do you have curly hair or permed hair? Because she's showing me this hair for a reason. Have you been thinking about doing something like that to your hair? Tell her not to forget about me. And she's also saying that you have been going through a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
She wants.
That was my last message too.
Oh, was it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention. As usual, I don't listen to you.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Yeah, that was my last message too, was like, it feels like you're walking on a tightrope, was what I wrote down.
Yeah, it feels like she's been going through a lot lately, and she wants to acknowledge that you've been going through a lot lately. She's showing me like white knuckling a steering wheel. Like, I feel like this just means like you have a lot of stress. And I don't really feel like you have an outlet for it. Like when you're driving and you're stressed, like personally, I used to have an issue with driving in the rain because I got into an almost accident in the rain. And so it left me a little traumatized. And I used to white knuckle the steering wheel. And it's like, there's no outlet for that when you have to drive. It's like, you just have to do it. You don't get to complain about it. Nobody cares. You're the one behind the wheel. You're in control. And it's like, I feel like you have so much stress right now and you don't have an outlet, and it almost feels like a tea kettle that's just going to start screaming. Your grandmother also wants to recognize, she's talking about how strong you are. And she said that there's nothing that you can't get through, and you need to give yourself a little more credit. Okay. She's talking about we stumble and we fall, but we get back up. That's what we do. And she said she wants you to know that you have her full support. Okay. She's like patting you on the shoulder, and she's telling you like everything's going to be okay. Hello, Angel Healer. We're doing donation readings tonight because Ash and I are two broke girls. The minimum donation is $10, and you get something from each of us. There's 3 different ways to pay in the description box of the video. She's talking about being very arbitrary. So when you make decisions, make sure, like, it feels like that you have a lot of different people in your life and you're trying to placate each of them individually. But she's saying that you need to make arbitrary decisions. Like, this goes for everyone. Like, this is the rule from now on, and this goes for everyone. You don't get a special exemption. You don't get to do this, that, or the other. Like, this is for everyone, plain and simple, period, end of story. And she's telling me that life would be so much easier if you gave everybody the same rules. Even if you didn't get to meet her, she wants to know that she supports you. That's what she wants you to know. Okay. And that does sound like it was a very traumatic situation for you, Hannah. And I'm really sorry you had to go through that. I'm sure when you heard the news, that it was absolutely devastating, is what I'm hearing, that it was absolutely devastating. She's telling me that it was very unexpected. She was so young and nobody ever saw anything like that coming. She's telling me there was a huge outpouring from the community. She said people don't like to see young people go. And she's talking about the hat that she was wearing. Do you understand that, Hannah? Was she wearing a hat like when she was laid to rest? Because I'm seeing like a red hat or something. I don't know. She's showing me a hat. It just looks like a big, she's telling me it's a big goofy hat, but it reminds me of like Willy Wonka, like his purple,
like kind of like a top hat thing.
You're not sure of a red hat? She's showing me a hat, and it's like not felt, but like crushed velvet, and it looks like red and like purple. This could even be for some kind of like Halloween outfit or something. It's such a wacky,
that's what I was gonna say. It's
such a wacky hat. It's some kind of, it's just a big, and she's like squashing it down on her head. I don't know what this is about, but this is what she's showing me. It was a very fluke accident. She was not able to have an open casket as the accident caused so much. Okay. You're not sure of the red hat. I don't know. It feels like some kind of a memory. Get out of here, little whoosy. What? Okay, Karen. But she just wants you to know that she's there with you, and they are both supporting you, but they want you to be a little firmer with people around you. Okay? They want you to be a little firmer. All right. Got Hannah. We're going to do cards for Jennifer is what she requested.
I already pulled Jennifer's cards.
Well, look at you.
I know, girl.
All right, Karen.
Because I'm starting to die.
I'm starting to die too, so we need to talk about it.
Okay, so Miss Jennifer, we've got the 5 of Wands, which represents some type of conflict, or competition. Okay, and then we've got the 4 of Pentacles, which is guarding, keeping something to yourself, probably energy, like protecting your energy, protecting self. Thank you so much, Hannah. And then we've also got the 4 of Swords in reverse. So this is like being burnout, just being burnout, tapped out. This can, so oftentimes when I see the 5 of Wands, the first thing I think of is like a work-related conflict or arguments happening at work. The fact that it came out next to the 4 of Pentacles cards, it's like something to do with material resources. It's going to be work related, or it's going to be like your energetic resources. So it would be like people are feeling conflicted on where you need to focus your energy. People feeling like they have entitlement to your energy. something that's causing you to feel like you have to have your guard up constantly because you're getting burnout. The Four of Swords in reverse is feeling like you're reaching a burnout. You're not taking enough breaks. There's not enough self-care happening. Something along those lines. Yeah.
She hates her new job.
Yep. And it just sucks because I get that. And that Four of Swords energy it's like you're aware that you're burning out. You're 100% aware that you feel completely tapped out. I feel like they're telling me that like every morning it's like pulling teeth to even want to get out of bed is what they're telling me. You desperately need like a reset. And the reason why I say that is because we've got the 9 of Pentacles and it came out with the Temperance card. So you want balance and peace, especially when it comes to work. So the 9 of Pentacles is also like something that you've put a lot of energy or thought into, like coming to fruition. So I don't know if this job is something that you thought you were going to love and it's just not what you thought it was going to be. If that they're wanting you to know that you needed this job. I don't know what door is opening because you have it, but whatever this experience is with work or whatever is draining you, it's like that's part of it. It's like going through the exit door is through this room that you're in right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to walk through this room to get to the exit.
She loves what she does. She just hates her job. It must be her environment.
Yes, and the 5 of Wands is always conflict to me, and every time I see it, it just always makes me feel like it's work related. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but I just really feel like it's like conflict at work, conflict between coworkers, something like that. You just feel out of balance, right? There's not a lot of like alchemy happening. So maybe we need to, I mean, what an easy solution. Maybe you should just work somewhere else. You know, like it seems like such an easy solution. But if it's like burning you out and making you miserable in life, start looking. Like you just do something different and give yourself a break, because that burnout from that 4 of Swords energy in reverse is like a rough one. Like you're not loving yourself enough through this, which is really hard to do when you go to work and you're like pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. But you need to bring yourself like balance energetically, whether that be like meditation, going to the gym, something where you can work out this frustration. Because obviously you can't just wake up tomorrow and get a whole completely different job. You can't just do that. But start planning to look for a different job. And in the meantime, figure out how you can get this built up energy out of you so that you don't feel so. But what, at what expense is your happiness? Like what? Because you're not happy. So what's the point of having money and insurance?
Well,
what you got, Frian?
Well, I always get a little iffy on the Queen of Swords in reverse. What does that usually say to you?
The Queen of Swords in reverse is always a bitch to me.
I thought so too.
Yep. So she's always a bitch.
So I've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Cups, the Fool. Those cards together are telling me that you are absolutely immediately no on any kind of new relationship or making any type of new connection. It feels like you are not interested. It could be that you are in a relationship and that's you, bitchy. It could be that you're in a relationship and you're just feeling really cold towards this person, or it could be that you are single and you're like, I don't want no motherfuckers in my life, period, because this is closed for business right here. So no thank you, turn the other cheek, walking away. And then with the Devil card in reverse, it's like with the 9 of Cups, this is literally you just wanting to play and not have anything serious. And I feel like you should do that. I feel like you should take time to play. I feel like you should allow yourself the freedom to get out of this bondage, I would say, with this devil card in reverse. This definitely represents the happiness that you're experiencing. Okay. And not what happened. Oops. What's going on? And not taking, not making any serious connections for a while. Yeah, 20 years is a long time, sweetheart. But this is you just being done. You know, you're literally walking away. You're like, I am so not interested in this devil relationship, this toxic relationship anymore, and you're releasing yourself from the bondage of that relationship. And good for you.
Yep.
Dang it. Good
Yes,
for
ma'am.
you. I am proud of you, Jennifer. Keep on keeping on. All right, Megan sent us $30.
Okay. Ooh. Maybe some chocolate will help. I don't know. I'm dying.
I'm jealous.
Okay.
We have Megan, Heather, and Karen.
Okay. And then we're done? Because that'll be about 2 hours.
That's it. Then we're done.
Okay. What are you doing for Miss Megan?
Okay, Karen, I'm going to write that next to your name, okay?
Okay. What did Karen send?
She sent us $10.
Okay.
Hi, Megan. I'm going to do cards, and Ashley's going to do cards because we're getting tired.
We're running low on energy.
Chocolate is the answer to everything. I am without chocolate at the moment. I've been trying to be good.
Me too. I haven't had chocolate in so long, but I'm like, it's Saturday night, and I was going to go to this music festival, and it didn't work out. So I was like, that's fine. I'll just eat sushi in bed and watch Love is Blind and eat chocolate. And then I was like, you know what? We should work tonight.
No, we're doing readings, Megan. We're doing readings, Megan. I'm all set to go watch the season of Bridgerton. I'm not
That has been popping up as suggested on my Netflix, and I'm like, maybe after I'm finished with Love is Blind, I will watch that.
I love it.
So
I love the books.
Okay. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, fine, man. Look at what my cards did. I'll be done shuffling, bruh.
Wonderful.
My bad. They're like, stop shuffling us. God. Okay. Megan.
Three of Pentacles, working by yourself, being alone. Megan, it feels like you're ready to walk away from a group of friends or a situation that just doesn't vibe with you anymore. You'd rather be alone than have to deal with people's drama, is what I'm hearing. I don't know if this is a work situation for you or what, but you're just really tired of putting up with people's emotional crap. You feel someone has a headache? Well, Heather, let me tell you what happened. That hydro massage table, man, my shoulders really hurt. And so I let the thing go up to my neck, and I'm like, I'm not going to let it do up my head, because last time I got a really bad headache and it still made my head hurt a little bit. But anyway, it might be me. It might be somebody else. Hannah says, I'm so sorry to barge in. The M does make sense. It was my grandma. I have known her as a different name, but her real name was Marilyn.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. I'm so glad. Now maybe you can go figure out what the little baby is. Maybe somebody had a miscarriage. I've literally had these conversations about being sick of crappy people. That's exactly what I'm seeing. It's like I see you cutting ties with people. Like you're so sick and tired of dealing with people's bullshit and drama. And you're just like, you know what? I am going to just walk. What is that? 4?
4 of Cups in reverse. Jaded.
I have the 8 of Cups and the 3
Just
of Cups.
Jaded as fuck.
Like I'm so over it.
Yes.
Yeah. You can watch it on the replay, Robin. It just seems to me like you're more about, I don't know, you're more serious about life in general. And I feel like you want to concentrate on the things that matter to you, like your house and your future and your dollar bills, and everybody's coming to you with this bullshit drama is what I'm seeing. So what I'm seeing for you, like the forecast for you is you have the 2 of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. We need to be very specific of where we put our energy and who we allow into our bubble, because it's really been stressful for you lately, and it's causing you to have a lot of anxiety and sorrow, because people are bringing you their problems, their boyfriend relationship problems. Like, I feel like there's, you're having to deal with a whole bunch of crap that's it's not your fucking problem. And that's what I'm hearing. Like, this is not my problem, and I'm so over it.
Yep.
Like, figure out your own shit and stop coming to me with all your bullshit. This is you needing to have healthy boundary lines, Megan, and you're finally to the point where you're like, I'm ready. Exhausted. I'm done. I literally had the energy talk yesterday. People bring me problems because I'm a therapist. Are they paying you?
Yes,
because you ain't paying you. They can
to myself the other day, I was like, you are not a free therapist. Like, I am to my friends because my friends are my free therapists. So it's an even exchange of energy. But if they are not therapizing you, then you do not offer free services. Charge them for real.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, that's basically what I have too. What I heard is that people are being very careless with you. I heard that people are juggling you. I think that you have a lot of responsibilities that you are trying to juggle around.
She's a real life therapist, Megan.
Yes, as long as everyone's paying.
Megan, I need your help. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, I had to do that because it was funny.
No, I'm a real life therapist. Yes, I feel like people are just being really careless with you. Okay, like they're juggling you, and you have enough shit on your own plate. People are being very selfish with your energy. Like, they think they're entitled to it. They think they are owed it. Okay. This has you feeling really jaded. Like I said earlier, if new people try to come in and build some type of a connection to you, it's really hard to want to do that, because it's like, they're just going to use me energetically like the other people do, or they're just going to do that. It's just being a little bit jaded. I feel like you are charging out of this energy. You're like, no more. I
got that too, I think.
Yes. And if you look at what really stood out for me, and I've used these cards 1,000 times, but this is the first time I've noticed this. Look at this man's face.
He's pissed.
He's pissed as shit. And I never noticed it until this reading. So
Megan, you got like, a little bit of burnout going on right now.
Yes. See how it's like a grimace? Like, he's like, I'm done. Holding the sword out and everything. We're moving past this.
It's chopping everybody off at the knees.
And I feel like this, like, you've thought about doing this for a while. Like, I've wanted to do this for a while. I've wanted to move past this for a while. But there's a lot of like exploring options of like, what could happen if you do this? What could happen if you cut this person out? What could happen with your job or something like that? There was a lot of thought happening, but not a lot of action. And that's what I think this Knight of Swords is you're done thinking about it. You're going to start taking action. Use your intuition in this situation. The last card that came out was the High Priestess. The High Priestess sees things in black and white. You're either wrong or right, or you're fucking wrong. Listen to your intuition. Let that High Priestess in you guide you, because she knows what's best for you. You know what's best for you. We don't need to be jaded. We don't need to be mad. We can just slice through the bullshit, cut out the shit people, and start doing things that you want to do.
I'm raising my hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Teacher. Megan, I also just got a lot of pain in my back. I need to ask you, do you have pain in your back, like in between your shoulder blades? Do you have pain right there in the middle of your back? Is there anyone that has a message for me? Well, listen, this is more important than that. I got to tell you something. Lots of tension. Okay, but does it actually feel... I'm feeling it when I'm connecting to you, and I'm like, maybe she doesn't want to hear this, but then I'm like, she's watching a psychic. She's open-minded. I feel like you have PTSD. Okay. I feel like something happened a month ago that you were in a situation or you were in in communication with somebody. There was an energy exchange. First of all, I want to say there was an energy exchange. I feel like you have like a negative energy attachment, and this has been affecting your mood as well. So anything that happens is getting intensified and that could be, this could be triggering your PTSD, this energetic attachment. I was asking you specifically where it was hurting because when I get an attachment, that's where it is. It's like a demon clawing your back, and they're just moving your head around like a freaking puppet. Like they're controlling your energy, they're controlling your thoughts, and they're making everything kind of more intense. Okay? Now, when I say demon, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it's just a negative attachment.
You have an attachment. So being that you're watching psychics, I'm assuming you know how to clear your energy. You actually were very gifted before you got into that. Absolutely, negative energy does latch onto you. So you know how to clear your energy, okay? And I feel like this is something that you haven't been doing enough of. I personally have been taking a lot of salt baths lately, and it truly helps. And honestly, you need to do like aura repair. I feel like you have several broken threads of your aura because it's like a web around you, and it just feels like there's some holes and places where you're more susceptible. Now, I do want to say that PTSD is something that they love. The negative energy loves that. They love that you have trauma that they can use to manipulate
against you.
Your emotions. Like they truly do. And as a therapist, you know that you told yourself that, but then did you do it, or did you make excuses for why you can't do it? Because that's what I'm saying right now. You know what you need to do, but if you've made excuses and procrastinations for not doing it, that's the energy that is controlling you.
It's not you.
It's not you. So
they don't want you to get rid of them.
Absolutely. They're like, oh, look at the pretty bird. Don't do that. There's something better.
They're like, come on, this is my favorite puppet. Don't take the puppet away from me.
I keep telling myself I'm not doing it. 100%, girl. Like I tell myself on the way home from the gym, I'm gonna just take a quick shower, and then I'm like, no, take a salt bath. Take a salt bath. Oh, Heather, I need to talk to you immediately after the show. Personally, not for me, but I mean, I got something on me right now, but that's just because of my situation. Anyway, I know that I have something on me, but it doesn't control me because I control it. Anyway, I need to talk to her. Heather, you talk to Megan. That's all I wanted to tell you, though, that you need to work on it and get that removed, okay? Like, honestly, everybody right now, it's such a difficult time right now for all this because it's so hopping all over the place, trying to keep the frequency down, trying to keep humanity from ascending to that 5D, okay? So it's literally on attack. It's just creating little fires everywhere, literally creating fires. Like there was a fire in my town. But anyway, that's what I have for you. And then we have Karen, and Karen wants a love relationship reading. She gave us, we have to do Heather.
I was just going to say, did we skip Heather?
I have cards talking to Heather and I lost my place.
I have cards for Heather.
Okay.
So I will start. Miss Heather. Okay. Heather. We're in Queen of Swords energy.
She's feeling one in your solar plexus, Heather. That's what I'm saying. I feel like something happened a month ago. There was like a transfer.
Heather is feeling one in Megan's energy. Okay. I was like, you're not talking to me, right?
Heather wants to know about her relation. Robin, honey, sweetie, we already said we weren't taking any more donations tonight, that we were all done because we were tired. So I'm going to send yours back just as soon as we finish, okay? Heather wants to know about her relationship with George. Is there going to be a union this year? She wants to settle down.
Okay.
No. There isn't going to be a marital union this year, first of all. Hi, Jessica. Please come in and watch the show, but we are not accepting any more donations tonight.
We've been live for almost 2 hours and we tired. We're appreciative, but we're tired.
We're tired.
Okay. Heather.
Hi, Beverly.
So
we are also
relationship-wise, if I'm reading these cards relationship-wise, I feel like, have you went through a lot of like love and loss in your life where you love someone, the relationship ends. You love someone, the relationship ends. You love someone, the relationship ends. Has this been like some type of repetitive cycle? Because I'm saying this with love. Please know that. And because I'm not, Misty's a little more saltier than I am. And I'm like pepper? You're more peppery. I'm a little bit more light.
No, I feel like we're Sour Patch Kids. I'm the sour and you're the sweet.
Yes. So I'm saying this with love, but I feel like you have a tendency to let your emotions cause you to be too much all in too quickly, is what I'm hearing. But then it's like focusing on the loss more than what you've gained. Okay. So like if you've loved and lost, say a relationship wise, if you focus on the reasons why you lost the relationship, you're not even paying attention to what you've learned from the relationship, which this is like, they're telling me that there was a lesson to be learned about accountability in this relationship, that you need to be accountable for your part that you played, that there needs to be some self-acceptance that happens. I feel like if you want to get back together with whoever this person is, that you need to stop focusing on the spilled milk or the spilled perfume. And maybe take accountability on the fact that like you might have spilled or broken the perfume as well. Like there just needs to be some acceptance so there can be growth in you, not the connection. We're focusing on the wrong things right now. Okay. We need to be focusing on you. The Hanged Man came out. You need to pause on the obsession or the constant thought of reclamation of the relationship is what they're telling me. We need to pause. I'm not going to say that this person is not, the relationship can't be saved or this person you won't get back with. I'm saying that you need to work on something in yourself first. There needs to be something that happens first. And this person might need to do that as well. This break or pause in this connection happened for a reason. You need to be doing something with it. Queen of Swords, take the emotions out of it and think about the connection rationally. Is it love or is it attachment? Because that is a really hard question. Do you love the person or was it someone? Are you attached to them? Is it an obsession? If you can,
it's my turn because you're getting sour and that's my area.
But do you get what I'm saying, Heather? Like I'm not meaning it to be abrasive, but it's like if you can take the emotions out of the situation. What do you have? What is that? Yes. 8 of Swords. Okay. Yep. If we can take the emotions out of the situation, it's going to make this easier for you. And then you'll learn this lesson. If this connection is supposed to be for you, you have to learn something first. There's a step you're missing. I'm forgiving him. I apologize for what I did. I'm sad with it. I could probably, or like I said this could be, he needs to do this too. You guys have to find like a mutual ground where both heal, where you can heal and pause. Okay. But never mind. You read your cards.
Okay. I'm ready. Coach, put me in.
You're
Okay.
in.
I have the Emperor, the Lovers, and the Hermit right off the bat. I feel like you have a very dominant energy in this relationship. And I feel like there was an issue of control. Okay. I feel like with the Emperor card, I was literally seeing you, Heather. I was seeing you as the Emperor. I don't see your partner as the Emperor. I feel like it's more in the situation where I'm the divine masculine, and I feel like you are embodying your divine masculine as well in your relationships, and it causes people to turn away because they are also seeking control. It's like they have incarnated as the divine feminine, and their job is to embody more of their masculine energy. Your job is to be more feminine or nurturing in this life. Okay. So you have done excessive healing, but you're having a hard time forgiving him. Forgiveness is going to start with you. Yes, he's very controlling. Arabic. He doesn't allow me to do anything. Okay. So the very controlling aspect, and then the Hermit is, you doing your internal healing. This is what I'm seeing, though. Okay. This Two of Cups in reverse next to the Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands in reverse. Honey, I think you're a little confused. Okay. This is not your soulmate. Okay. This is one of your soulmates, but it's not your divine partner. The Two of Cups 100% always, always, always represents a karmic relationship. Okay. So have you been with him in the past? Do you share this connection to him because you're in the same soul family and you've been married in other lives? Absolutely. But he is part of your journey for you to become more masculine in your embodiment of power. Okay. So if he's like trying to control you and you're trying to control yourself too, this is for you to be able to say, hey, this is not cool with me. This is what I want. And you need to understand that my needs can be met too. It's not
And
all
matter.
about you.
My
It's
needs
not all
matter.
about you. Okay. And if you're as dominant as well. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's your twin flame. Had it confirmed in my Akashic records. Yes. Well, it's a karmic relationship. Okay. My twin flame. Let me tell you. Do you understand that twin flames literally just are a mirror for all of the things within yourself that need healing?
It's
If you
not
are having an issue forgiving him, then you need to look at what part of yourself you're not able to forgive. Boom, mic drop.
Yes, because people romanticize twin flames relationships and they are hard as fuck.
They are fucking not
people.
fun.
It's like people want one, and it's like, no, you don't. A twin flame relationship is torture. It's so hard.
It's just shadow work. It's literally just shadow
constant
work.
constant shadow work
all the time, and I'm exhausted. But this Five of Wands in reverse next to this Eight of Swords, it's like this is not supposed to continue. Okay, twin flames are not supposed to be. Do you understand how hard it would be to be with a twin all the freaking time? Like, that's not even funny. I can tell you I'm exhausted.
It's not possible. Someone's always going to run and someone's always going to chase.
I understand. I teach against romance and twin flames. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's you are incarnating with a soul that does not have as much soul experience or lessons under his belt. So this is what the twin flame is. Here, I am going to have the same issues as you, but I'm going to be more enlightened spiritually, and you're going to be a young soul, a low vibrational soul, and we're just going to have to deal with each other. It's like having a shackle around your ankle in its
It's the old ball and chain.
The old ball and chain. Just dragging around that old
just
ball
dragging
and chain.
him around.
Come on, mofo. We're going to get you elevated. It's not fun. But are you going to reconnect this year? No, because as you stated, he is not healing. He has so much he needs to do. He is going to require a huge tower moment in his life. And I'm thinking it's more like health related scare. Personally, is what it sounds like to me. He's going to have some kind of health scare. Yeah, he's the ball. I know, I've got one, and
I don't.
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But it's going to require some more time, and I feel like towards the end of this year, I'm seeing possibly December, mid-December, there's going to be a health related scare. It's either going to be with him or someone close to him and his family that's going to make him realize that he's taken for granted the people that he loves and the people that are around him. It's going to take something major. Yes, he has a tower and his father is in ill health. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's going to take something major like that in order for him to even change a little bit. But I'm getting a lot of like narcissistic energy from that. And so being also in the narcissistic empath relationship, you have to learn to be more of an emperor. Okay, what does this say? Misty took your advice from my ex 18 months ago. I took a long time loving me and taking care of me. Okay, so I have a coffee date tonight and someone else next weekend. Get it, girl. Is there one I should be leaning towards more? Any insights that you'll help guide me? Give me the first name, Karen. Give me the first name of both of those dates, and I will tell you which one I like for you. I will tap into that frequency.
And I will pull you some cards, Karen.
Do it.
And then we're done, son.
We're done.
Thank you so much, Heather.
I'm going to do frequencies, so we'll see what happens.
What do we have for Karen?
Jessica, we love you too. You're so wonderful, and thank you.
We love you, Jessica. Thank you so much.
Tonight and Brian next weekend.
Think it's something's real pretty, and I wanted to know. And my love for you is gone. Well, dang. Okay.
You know, I don't have an issue with either one of these people for you, Karen. First of all, I'm not sure, Heather. I ran out of storage space on StreamYard, but it should still be on Facebook. But girl, don't get me lying. I know I have to go back and delete a lot of stuff on StreamYard. I think it's going to be on Facebook. I hope so. Karen, I don't have a problem with either one of these people. I feel like both of these men are decent men. I do feel like you're going to have a nice, easygoing conversation with Steve tonight, and I feel like you'll be having a little more fun with Brian next weekend. Okay, so don't see Steve and then be like, "Oh, well, we got along okay, so this is what I'm gonna, set my sights on." Keep yourself open and allow yourself to go on the date with Brian. I feel like Brian's going to be a lot of fun for you. Steve is comfortable. Brian is more, it's more like a joyful kind of connection where it's more playful.
Inner child?
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. Like
he'll engage your inner child.
I've met a couple of people while I was single that really made me laugh. And it wasn't necessarily a physical attraction. It was more just the intellectual connection, the shared sense of humor type of thing. And I feel like that's what I'm seeing for Brian with you next weekend. Steve feels calm to me. He feels safe. Honestly, Steve feels safe. So don't make any promises to Steve, but definitely, you'll see when you go have coffee with him tonight that he's comfortable to be with, that the conversation flows kind of easily. It's not too awkward. But I do feel like you should keep your options open. Okay? What do you got?
I definitely feel like you're going into this a little bit guarded, Miss Karen. Rightfully so. When you're dating, especially in this day and age, it's like you come in with your walls up a little bit, and maybe this is like, they're saying something about the fear of being overwhelmed. So letting in a couple options at a time is a good idea for you, I feel like. Because we're just a little bit guarded, which is fine. I mean, you're just a little bit worried about where you should put your energy. But I do feel like you're moving past a lot of like, they're saying insecurities. If you're starting to move past the insecurities, I think even just taking up the option of going on a couple dates kind of back to back is like proving to yourself that you are ready to take a little bit of a risk. Because the Wands cards, and you've got a couple of them here, are all about will. So it's like you've built yourself up enough to go out and do this, which is great. So, and it's like, it's just taking charge. We're back to this Knight of Swords energy. So we're just taking charge. I feel like you're being really rational and responsible about this, Karen. Which is great, but don't let the wall prevent you from letting in a really good connection. And even if it's not romantic, a friendship, a really good friendship connection with a man can sometimes be very motivating and good for you. Even if it's somebody to just spend the time with, where there's not a lot of like romantic connection, but somebody to like watch a movie with, or go out for a movie with, or go out to eat with. A man is a good connection to have. So it's okay to keep your walls up, but not to block everybody out. I am guarded. I like that. I have taken lots of time, and I can tell that, and you're being really responsible with this situation. And I love that for you, but we just have to make sure that you don't stay too guarded up. Be yourself. Don't be too guarded that you're not yourself in these situations. Like let these men see you and then make the decision. Good luck. Dating is exciting and terrible all at the same time.
Then it's like companionship.
Yes, just companionship. And a lot of times people are like, oh, you can't have companionship with the opposite sex. That's not true. You know, like, it is hard to have companionship with a man when you're in a relationship with another man. I feel like that gets inappropriate. But if you're a single person, it is okay to be just friends with a man. It is 100% okay. Miss Karen, I hope you have so much fun
Robin,
on your dates.
Honey, what you actually did was you sent a request for $20 and not a payment of $20. So I just canceled your request. Okay. Since we said that we weren't taking any more donations tonight. And that was a request for me to pay you and not the other way around. Okay. Don't worry. At least one person does that a day. It's not a big deal. I had another person also do that. It was Kathleen Sullivan. She also sent a request for payment and not a donation. So you hope you get the real deal. Yeah, you had companionship in your last relationship, and she hopes she gets the real. Well, don't settle for those milky,
lukewarm.
Yeah, no. we want exciting. We want happiness. You know,
to feel alive in your connections. We deserve that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Really, really appreciate you helping us out to pay our broke girl bills.
Yep.
We will see you on the next broadcast. Many blessings to you.